Imagine a creature so elusive and trafficked that it might actually be two different species. The pangolin, a shy and armored mammal, has just revealed a surprising twist. A hidden lineage in the Indo-Burma mountains may be a distinct species that split from the Chinese pangolin millions of years ago, potentially making the genus home to a ninth species. A recent study by researchers at the Zoological Survey of India, analyzing 41 pangolin genomes, traced this split back to around 3.4 million years ago. This genetic divergence suggests a long, independent evolutionary path. Mukesh Thakur, a researcher from the same institution, explained that genomic analyses indicate the Indo-Burma lineage diverged from the Chinese pangolin around this time, pointing to a significant evolutionary history. In 2019, authorities seized an astounding 128 tons of pangolin scales globally, a record that underscores the relentless demand for these animals. This massive haul, equivalent to thousands of pangolins, highlights the urgency of addressing illegal trade. The discovery of this new lineage raises concerns about potential legal loopholes if trade regulations are not strengthened. Any unnamed lineage could slip through these gaps, complicating conservation efforts. The genetic clues were found in the scales of pangolins, which are often seized during illegal trade. By comparing gene maps, researchers found a 3.8% barcode gap, significant enough under the phylogenetic species concept to justify naming this new species Mammals Indo-Burmanica. Additional subtle differences, such as cranial measurements and scale coloration, further support this classification. However, the researchers acknowledge that more comprehensive data, including full nuclear genomes and additional skulls, are needed to confirm the species status. A 2023 study in Hong Kong also identified another cryptic Asian pangolin lineage, demonstrating how genetic analysis continues to reshape our understanding of pangolin diversity. These findings suggest that Southeast Asia's rugged terrain has been a hotspot for pangolin evolution, with many species yet to be formally recognized. The importance of accurate species identification cannot be overstated. Correct labeling is crucial for directing conservation efforts, funding, and legal actions. Wildlife officers need to be able to identify pangolins correctly to make informed decisions about their fate. James Toon, pangolin campaign leader at the Environmental Investigation Agency, warns that the pressures of illegal trade already place pangolins in a precarious position. If M. Indo-Burmanica remains unlisted, traffickers could exploit this by claiming their cargo is an unregulated taxon. Taxonomists also debate whether an 1836 name, Manis aurita, should take precedence over the newly proposed name, highlighting how historical classifications can impact conservation efforts. Until this debate is resolved, border inspectors may face additional challenges in an already complex marketplace. Pangolin trafficking is a global issue. In November 2023, Indonesian police seized 1.2 tons of pangolin scales, valued at approximately $1.3 million on the black market. This seizure, like many others, was destined for East Asia's traditional medicine trade. Conservationists warn that Asian pangolin populations are severely depleted, prompting smugglers to target African species, pushing all 8 recognized pangolin species toward endangered or critically endangered status. Forensic labs increasingly rely on rapid genetic barcoding to distinguish between different pangolin species, including the newly identified Indo-Burma lineage. However, much remains unknown about this species. Researchers are conducting field surveys in Arunachal Pradesh and northern Myanmar to locate living animals before habitat destruction erases their presence. They are also sequencing nuclear DNA to determine if there is any gene flow with neighboring Chinese or Indian pangolins, which will help clarify whether this lineage is ancient and isolated or a regional population. A historical literature review is underway to identify early mentions of pangolins that may match the Indo-Burma form. Taxonomy is a slow process, but without this detective work, lawmakers cannot draft effective protections. Advocates urge governments to expedite the recognition of the new species in national wildlife acts and to propose full CITES Appendix 1 coverage at the next Conference of Parties. Expanding rural patrols along known trafficking routes in India's Siliguri corridor and Myanmar's border towns could also help reduce immediate threats. In the long term, researchers hope to satellite tag rescued individuals to map their home ranges, breeding sites, and seasonal movements. These maps would assist local communities in balancing forest use with the needs of this elusive anteater, which prefers to live alone and hidden. The discovery of the Indo-Burma pangolin serves as a reminder that even in 2025, large mammals can remain hidden when politics, nocturnal habits, and illegal wildlife trade converge. Whether this ninth pangolin gains legal recognition or vanishes before the paperwork is complete depends on the coordinated efforts of science, policy, and law enforcement. This study, published in Mammalian Biology, underscores the ongoing challenges and opportunities in pangolin conservation. As we continue to unravel the mysteries of these enigmatic creatures, it is crucial to act swiftly to protect them from the threats of illegal trade and habitat loss.